ASTRA Scholar graduates. I'm Clarice, your MC and mission guide for this afternoon, and I'm here to make sure we have a blast as we celebrate the brilliant minds who've completed their academic missions, ready to launch into the world of space science, innovation, and nation building. Before we blast off, let's talk about why we're here. The AD ASTRA Scholarships Program, short for Advanced Degrees for Accelerating Strategic Space R&D and Applications, is a key initiative of the Philippine Space Agency supporting future space leaders in the fields like science, engineering, law, and more, local and abroad. Since 2021, it's been building a strong talent pool to power our national space ambitions, not just to catch up, but to lead. And today, we honor those who've completed that journey, our trailblazing AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. This celebration here at Araneta City is part of the Philippine Space Week, making it even more special. To our scholars, this day is for you. Your journey, your dedication, and your future impact on our space ecosystem. So, let's get started. But before we start, let us first refresh the energy of our audience. If I say yaman, you say kalawakan. Yaman? Yaman? Yaman, yaman? Yaman, 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 yaman? Hindi na kaya. Hindi na mayaman. Okay. So, before we start, let us first acknowledge the presence of the AD ASTRA Scholarship Committee who are present here today. When your name is called, just say hi so we can, our audience can see you that you're present, and also our scholars later will recognize you. We have here Dr. Gay Perez and Sir Rolly Martinez. We also have Dr. Mark Talampas, Dr. Reyna Reyes, Attorney Paul Balite, and Dr. Ariel Blanco. So thank you for joining us. And for our exhibit goers, you may also occupy the seats here in front. So you can also see our scholars here on stage, and you might be the next AD ASTRA scholar who will be studying about space, whether here in the Philippines or abroad. So maybe you'll also want to talk to them and ask how they aced their application. So I think that will be helpful if you want to pursue your graduate studies. So we'll continue in a few. We would also like to promote that we will be having our information session this coming August 15. Our registration details may be found in the Philippine Space Agency official Facebook page. So make sure you check out on that if you want to be part of our AD ASTRA scholars in the next few years maybe. Or you may also want to be part of our incoming local graduate scholars who will be applying this coming August 30 deadline. So we hope to see you there. This will be online. This is free, and you will not be paying any fees. So please feel free to register and know more about the AD ASTRA Scholarships Program. If you want to know more about it and their experiences, you may approach any of our CESD crewmates. Please wave your hands so they can see you. If you have questions, and also our AD ASTRA scholars, if you want to know about their experiences, please wave your hands so they'll know who will be the one to approach later. Wave! Smile and wave, guys! Smile and wave. We'll continue with the program in about 5 minutes. So while we're waiting, we'll also encourage again our exhibit goers to occupy the seats here in front if you want to be part of the program. We will appreciate that. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll wait in a few. Thank you.
From the rhythm of the tides to the heartbeat of our nation, the lifeblood of the Philippines flow through its rich and vibrant waters. At the heart of this national mission to conserve our aquatic resources and ensure food sufficiency stands a pillar of government service, the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. The Bureau dedicated to safeguarding our fisheries resources and securing the future of our archipelagic nation. With its roots tracking back to 1901 and its formal establishment in 1947, BFAR has long stood as a steadfast guardian of our marine heritage, protecting our waters.
Once again, good afternoon to all of you. Yamang? Yamang? Yamang, yamang? I can sense that our energy can still be increased. Yamang? Okay, thank you for that. And now going back to our event, to officially kick this off, we are honored to hear from someone whose leadership has been key in making all this possible. Please welcome the PhilSA's Deputy Director General for Space Science and Technology and also the Chairperson of the AD ASTRA Scholarship Committee, Dr. Gay Jane P. Perez, for our welcome remarks.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon. All right. What an inspiring sight this is indeed. We have our scholars, families, friends, colleagues, fellow crewmates, and even some curious small goers who may have just stopped to see what's going on here, whether you came for the ceremony or just happened to pass by. I'm glad that you're here because today we celebrate something that belongs to all Filipinos. We are gathered here for the very first recognition ceremony for our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. A milestone not just for the graduates themselves, but for the Philippine Space Agency, for our communities, and for the future of space science and technology in the country. And there is no better time to do this than during our celebration of Philippine Space Week, a time when we celebrate the human talent and collective spirit that power our space journey. Today, we honor 10 remarkable Filipinos who dared to aim higher, sometimes quite literally. These scholars pursued advanced degrees in diverse areas, immersing themselves in cultures and scientific communities far from home. Others stayed here in the Philippines, proving that world-class expertise can be built right here in our own institutions. It is my privilege to introduce and honor each of them. So I'd like to call those who are present with us today. We have Raynel Hinojosa, who earned a doctorate in electronics engineering through a joint program between Kyushu Institute of Technology in Japan and Batangas State University in the Philippines. We also have Angeline Macasinag, who completed a master's degree in biology of extreme environments, astrobiology curricula from University of Naples in Italy. We have Joanna Rose Congzon, earned a Master's of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite track from UP Diliman. Also, under the same program, we have Nadine Makalalad, Jonard Jairo Reyes, John Abiel Villanueva, and Dave Emmanuel Zuniga. Once again, let's give them all a big round of applause. It is indeed a day of recognition and celebration. But it is also a day of reflection when we honor not just your diplomas and certificates. We gather not just to celebrate academic milestones, but to honor journeys. Journeys of courage, of persistence, of reaching for the stars in every sense of that phrase. So when we launched the AD ASTRA Scholarship under the PhilSA's Education and Scholarship Program, our vision was clear: to accelerate the development of a sustainable pool of space scientists, engineers, and communicators in the Philippines. AD ASTRA, which stands for Advanced Degrees for Accelerating Strategic Space R&D and Applications, is not just a name. It is a commitment, a mission. The Latin phrase ad astra is actually part of ad astra per aspera, which means to the stars through difficulties or through hardship to the stars. And each of you, our graduates here today, has embodied that journey. You've gone through rigorous training, challenging coursework, and relentless research, all while carrying the hopes of a nation that looks to you as part of our future in the space sector. Your success today is not yours alone. It belongs to the teachers who mentored you, the families who supported you, the peers who challenged you, to the institutions such as PhilSA, your PhilSA, who believed in you, and the Filipino people whose success funded this opportunity because we believe that what you can do for our country. Today is a proof that when we invest in people, in your skills, your curiosity, your vision, we invest in a stronger, brighter, and more resilient Philippines. Today is the living embodiment of Yamang Kalawakan, the wealth of our space capabilities, our emerging space ecosystem, not only in technology or infrastructure, but in the brilliance and passion of the Filipino mind. I stand before you not only as the Deputy Director General for Space Science and Technology, but also as a fellow traveler on a journey fueled by curiosity, perseverance, and purpose. Let me share a bit of my own journey, because in many ways I see reflections of it in each of you. I began my research journey as a physics student. My research topic, studying crowd evacuation dynamics using computer models. Something that, when you first hear it, might seem far removed from space science. But it was there that I learned how data, patterns, and human behavior intertwine in a complex system. Later, during my postdoctoral studies at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, I discovered the power of satellite data, how it could reveal the spatiotemporal variations of Philippine vegetation, and how our environment responds to climate changes. It shows more that space technology is not just about looking up or looking away from Earth, but it is also looking at Earth more deeply. Armed with these new tools, I returned home in 2012 and joined the Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology in UP Diliman. Over the next decade, I worked on projects on how powerful science can be when it serves people directly. An example of that is our work on Drought and Crop Assessment and Forecasting, or DCAF project, where we developed ways to detect and assess drought from space, enabling farmers and agricultural workers to make timely decisions to protect their livelihoods, which meant helping farmers decide when to irrigate, how to plan their crops, and how to protect their livelihoods from the changing climate. And then came one of the most exciting chapters, working as a project scientist and, of course, being part of the team behind our country's first microsatellites, Diwata-1 and Diwata-2, showing that a nation like ours, small in land area but rich in talent, can take its place in the space community. That work became part of the foundation of what we know now as PhilSA, or the Philippine Space Agency. Now, I tell you this not to narrate a career path, but to share the limitless possibilities that are afforded to our young Filipinos. All of those opportunities I got are due to scholarships and fellowships. So I got all of those for free, if you think about it. So space is vast, growing, and inclusive field. There is truly a space for everyone. Beyond STEM, or some refer it to STEAM, no, meaning science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics, because space needs not just scientists and engineers, but also communicators, economists, lawyers, policy experts, social scientists, and artists who can tell our story. What matters most is not the title of your degree, but the depth of your curiosity, the strength of your discipline, and your willingness to keep learning. Those traits are exactly what each of you, our AD ASTRA graduates, have demonstrated. The AD ASTRA scholarship was built on one belief, that if we equip talented Filipinos with advanced education and hands-on experience, they will return with not only technical skills, but also with vision, creativity, and leadership that will propel our space program forward. And today, looking at each of you, I can say with pride and confidence that we were right. You have each, in your own way, expanded the horizon of what is possible for our nation. Some people will ask, why would Philippines invest in space? And my answer is this: space is not about escaping Earth. It is about improving life on Earth. It is about monitoring our farmlands to secure our food supply. It's about tracking typhoons to keep communities safe. It's about connecting remote islands so no Filipino is left behind. Space is a vantage point, one that allows us to see our nation more clearly, to plan for our future more wisely, and to act with greater precision. And you, our graduates, now are part of the cadre that will use this vantage point for the good of our people. As you move forward from this recognition day, I have 3 hopes for you. 1, stay curious. The moment you think you know enough is the moment you stop growing. 2nd, stay committed. Your skills are valuable, but your commitment to use them in service of the country is what will truly make a difference. And 3rd, stay connected. No one achieves anything alone. Build networks, share your knowledge, collaborate, and mentor those who will follow you. You are now stewards of our Yamang Kalawakan, our nation's space riches, which include not just satellites and infrastructure, but also the knowledge, creativity, and integrity of its people. Your PhilSA exists to make sure that these opportunities reach as far as possible, but it's not one way. Institutions like ours must create the opportunities and environment where our space workforce would thrive. Inclusion is at the heart of that vision. Science and technology grow stronger when more voices are heard, when people from all regions, backgrounds, and perspectives are part of the conversation and helping our value chain. To our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates, we are proud of you. We believe in you, and we look forward to the ways you will lead, innovate, and serve, not just in the space sector, but in whatever field you choose. Because who knows, one day, your role might be more important than you or anyone else could imagine. So go forth, AD ASTRA graduates, use what you've learned, and let it ripple outward to your communities, to your colleagues, to the world. Keep your eyes to the stars, but your heart rooted in the Philippines. Congratulations, and may you continue to reach AD ASTRA to the stars and beyond. Mabuhay kayo at mabuhay ang ating Yamang Kalawakan.
Thank you very much, DDG Perez, for that very inspiring and wonderful message. Stay curious, stay connected. So, kahit na-graduates na tayo, no, we still want to maintain this pool of scientists within our network. So, We are counting on you to be ambassadors, so thank you for that message po. And now, let's move on to the next segment. At this moment, let's meet the brilliant individuals who have completed their AD ASTRA missions and are now ready to lead, innovate, and shape the future of the Philippine Space Program. After rigorous academic work, research, and countless challenges, today we celebrate not just their success but their unwavering commitment. They embody what the AD ASTRA Scholarships Program stands for: excellence, leadership, and service to the nation through space science and innovation. Now we proudly present our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates, and to recognize them, may we call on the members of the AD ASTRA Scholarship Committee here on stage, chaired by DDG Perez with support from our CESD team, to present the AD ASTRA pins and certificates to our scholar graduates. Yes po. So we have here on stage DDG Jane P. Perez, Dr. Reyna Belsi Reyes, Dr. Mark Talampas, Dr. Ariel Blanco, Attorney Paul Hierson Balite, and Director Rolly Martinez. Once your name is called, please also invite your guests on stage to receive the pins and the certificates with you. So as I read the certificate, this certificate of recognition is presented to for successfully completing their graduate studies under the PhilSA Advanced Degrees for Accelerating Strategic Space R&D and Applications, or the AD ASTRA Scholarships Program, and in recognition of their commitment to academic excellence and their contribution to advancing the Philippine space science and technology ecosystem. Given this 9th of August 2025, during the recognition ceremony of the AD ASTRA Scholar graduates, held in celebration of the Philippine Space Week, signed by Dr. Jane P. Perez, Deputy Director General for Space Science and Technology of the PhilSA, and Chairperson of the AD ASTRA Scholarship Committee. Let's start with Dr. Reynal A. Hinojosa for finishing PhD in Electronics Engineering from Batangas State University. He also took sandwich program in Electrical and Space Systems Engineering from the Kyushu Institute of Technology in Japan. He graduated in June 2023. Congratulations, Doc Ino. Doc Ino is part of the batch 1 of our AD ASTRA scholars. All of our AD ASTRA scholars will be receiving certificates and AD ASTRA pins containing the AD ASTRA logo, so we'll know more about that later. Next, we have Miss Angeline Macasinag, who finished her master's degree in Biology of Extreme Environments, Astrobiology curricula from the University of Naples, Federico II, Italy. She finished her degree in July 2025. And this is a trivia, Miss Macasinag graduated cum laude. She is part of our second batch of AD ASTRA scholars. Congratulations, Angie. the next batch of our scholar graduates to be awarded or to be recognized are part of the team behind the development of the Maya 7 2U CubeSat, starting with Ms. Joanna Rose Congzon, who graduated Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite Development Track, from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. She finished her degree in July 2025. Congratulations, Joanna. Next, we have also from the same program, Ms. Nadine Makalalad. She also finished her Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite Development Track from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, last July 2025. Congratulations, Nadine. Next, we have Mr. Jonor Jairo Reyes. He also completed the same program, Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite Development Track from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, this July 2025. Congratulations, Jai. Say Maya 7. Next, we have Mr. John Abel Villanueva, who also graduated from the same program, Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite Development Track from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also finished his degree program this July 2025. So all of our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates are fresh graduates. Congrats, JBL. And last but not the least, we have here Mr. Dave Emmanuel Zuniga, also coming from the same program, Master of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, Nanosatellite Development Track, also from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also finished his degree program in July 2025. Congrats, Dave. And there you have it, our trailblazing AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. Your journey inspires us all, and today marks just the beginning of even greater missions ahead. Now, before we move forward, let's capture this historic moment. May we ask our SC members to remain on stage as we invite all our scholars here on stage for a photo opportunity. Friends, colleagues, and guests, feel free to bring out your cameras and take your own shots as we officially freeze this moment in time. So may we invite all of our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates to bring your certificates, and let's have a group photo up on stage. Thank you. Say space. Say Maya 7. Say AD ASTRA P. Congratulations, AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. Thank you also to the members of the scholarship committee for awarding the pins. Thank you din po. As we end this segment, there's one final symbol we'd like to highlight. One that our scholar graduates will now carry with pride, the AD ASTRA pin. The pin is more than just an emblem. It features 6 stars representing the key development areas of the Philippine Space Agency: national security and development, hazard management and climate studies, space research and development, space industry and capacity building, space education and awareness, and international cooperation. Its name, AD ASTRA, comes from the Latin phrase per aspera ad astra, through hardships to the stars. It reflects the journey our scholars have taken, one of dedication, resilience, and a shared mission to advance space science in service of the nation. To our scholar graduates, wear this pin with pride. You've earned it. Congratulations once again. Thank you to our distinguished guests and of course to our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates for that wonderful photo. And now that we've recognized and celebrated your academic milestones, it's time to get to know you a little better. So for this next segment, we invite you to sit back, relax, and join us for a very special conversation. We're calling it Kwentuhan with AD ASTRA Scholars. Kwentuhan with PhilSA Scholars. Talk show, music plays. So may we invite again our AD ASTRA scholar graduates to occupy the seats here on stage.
Okay lang ba yun, sir, na pagpapasampasahin? Hinapin mo ako.
Easy lang to.
Dapat lang kabahan ka.
So if you also have questions from the audience, please approach any SESD team so you can invite them for. So this will be a very light segment. So before we start, let me first again introduce you'll have the opportunity to introduce yourselves, your first name, and probably your field of interest or your area of expertise. Just a short first name and your field of expertise. So starting with Angie.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Angie Macasinag, and I just completed my master's degree in, actually yung name ng program ko is mahaba, but simply astrobiology. So baka alam nyo siya. In Federico II in Italy.
Hello everyone, I am Joanna Rose Congzon. So usually, pati yung mga students ko and coworkers, ang tawag sa akin is Jo. So just Jo. I just graduated my master's last July. Master's of Engineering in Electrical Engineering, major in Nano-Satellite Engineering track. So I am one of the Maya 7 engineers. Ang field ko po is more on the antenna subsystem, communication subsystem, and RF designs.
Hi, I'm Nadine Makalalad. I am from the same program as Joanna. Di ko na uulitin. I am the system... Do I continue? Okay. Okay. I am the systems engineer and electric power system lead.
Hello. I am Dave Emmanuel Zuniga and same program lang, the copy-paste. So, my field of interest is the aeronautical engineering, and I was the structure lead of our cube satellite. So all of us are, from Jai to Joanna, we were working in a satellite project, and I was the mechanical lead of the satellite project.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Reynel Hinojosa. So I took up PhD in Electronics Engineering at Batangas State University and also had my sandwich program or research activity at Kyushu Institute of Technology. So under the Electrical and Space Systems Engineering program.
Hi, I'm Jairo Reyes, Jairo Passion Reyes. You may call me Jai or Jairo, whichever you prefer. So, field of expertise, I had my undergraduate degree in materials engineering. So, mostly covering the topics of material science and engineering. And so, I'm also a graduate of the Masters of Engineering in Electrical Engineering in UP Diliman, under the same program with them. And during that time, I was the Thermals and Radiation Subsystems lead. So, I was in charge of making sure the satellite survives in space with my mentors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Abel Villanueva. So for my undergraduate, I took up aerospace engineering. And for my Masters of Engineering in Electrical Engineering in the nano-satellite track as well. So I was in charge to be the onboard computers lead, the ground stations lead, and Maya 5 and 6 operations lead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Now that we've met the constellation of scholars on stage, let's jump into the heart of the kwentuhan. Chill lang to, guys. So siguro we'll have an answer. Siguro hindi naman lahat because we have lots of questions for you. I'll just maybe pick some of you during one of the questions. So hindi naman lahat sasagutin niyo. So pray na lang na yung sagot na, yung mga tanong na mapupunta sa inyo. Medyo lang. So let's take it all the way back. Was there a specific moment that inspired you to pursue studies in space science or related fields? So this question is for Angie muna.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for that answer. I think that question is destined for me. Kasi I really, when I was younger, when I was in elementary, I think I really want to pursue astronomy. But then there was little to no opportunities. Wala pa noong sa RT, wala pang BSc in astronomy. Sa lahat, I think you have to go out of the country to pursue astronomy before. That was 2,000 plus. I can't specify. So then I took, so since wala ngang opportunity for astronomy, I just took a different path. And then, akala ko noon, yun na yung path ko, which is biology. Yung biology, ayoko din. But ayoko din noon. But I just got the scholarship from the OST, and I had to pursue science. And yung most convenient for me is biology, sorry. But I learned along the way na meron siya. And then, ayun nga, couple of years ago, PhilSA launched scholarship. And then, in time siya dun sa paglo-launch din sa Europe, sa Italy, ng astrobiology. That's the very first astrobiology program in Europe. So, parang nag-align lahat ng stars sa akin. So, thank you. Nag-align siya. And then, tanggap ako both sa program and dito sa scholarship. So, lesson learned for me is never give up on your dream. I think, especially kung feeling mo na off course ka na dun sa target mo talaga, kung gusto mo talagang i-pursue, go for it.
Kung gusto mo talagang i-pursue, never give up on
Never
your
give up.
dreams.
Yeah, thank you.
Aw. So, would also like Jai to answer the same question. Was there a specific moment that inspired you to pursue studies in space science or related fields?
Yes, so like many others, I think most of us here naman dreamt of being an astronaut. And to be honest, until now, I'm still dreaming of being an astronaut. I'm not gonna lie. Pero yeah, so ever since kasi, I'm one of the lucky ones, if I may say, na I grew up with a lot of encyclopedias and all that. So growing up, I had the opportunity to read these encyclopedias. And then there was one phrase na tumatak talaga sa aking isip. And it has something to do with Einstein's relativity. It says na if you go beyond the speed of light or even near the speed of light, something weird happens. And syempre, bata pala ako noon, 7 years old. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And since encyclopedia nga siya, it's meant for kids, hindi nila in-explain. And so, ever since then, napaisip na ako. And then, yung situation kasi na yun is dealing with spacecrafts. So, syempre, di ba, for you to be able to go beyond or near the speed of light, kailangan mo siya ng mabilis. So, that's spacecraft. So, since then, napaisip na ako na, ano nga bang mangyayari kapag lumagpas ka dun sa speed of light? And so, starting there, nagustuhan ko rin yung superhero na si The Flash. Kasi he's one of the fast ones, di ba? And hindi pa rin nasasagot eh. So, alam mo yun, as a young kid, sobrang na-frustrate ako not knowing the answer. Kaya yun, parang nagkaroon ako ng interest with science and technology and eventually with Star Wars and all that. Kasi feel ko, dun masasagot. Kasi with science fiction, masasagot. Pero ayun, kaya growing up, I've had a lot of avenues for not only science, but also science fiction. Kaya I'm super grateful din na even if I am like STEM inclined, I had the opportunity to grow up with the arts then. So really thankful for that. And yeah, I think STEM and arts really go hand in hand, especially with topics such as space. Kasi it really inspired me to pursue a career in space. So ayun po.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Jai. So yun nga, no, arts and sciences go hand in hand. And it showed. You're here now, you're here today, and you're part of the first batch of scholar graduates that we had. So thank you for that, Jai and Angie. Now, we're on to the next question. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now we know it wasn't all smooth sailing. Graduate studies, especially in such technical fields, come with their fair share of turbulence. Can anyone share a moment when they really struggled and how they managed to push through? This could be academic, personal, or cultural if you studied abroad. So I think, let's start with Nadine.
Oh, me? Can I pass? Joke. No. Well, I think for me, I was working while I was studying. Actually, at my interview, tinanong ako, I'm not sure if it was like Sir Mark, someone asked me, are you a full-time student, a full-time satellite researcher, or a full-time office worker? And I was like, I think I'm all three. I full-time ko lahat, and like nagsabay ko lahat, and somehow I've made it out the other end, and I feel like now honestly I feel underloaded because I got used to so much struggle and so much like going on at the same time. So. What was the question? Problems in the experience.
A moment where you really struggled during your graduate studies and how you pushed through.
Right, sorry. The whole thing. It was hard for me to like kind of balance all the different aspects of my life. Yung researcher, student, and like I had a full-time office job. And the way I pulled through it, this is kind of, it's gonna sound cheesy, but it's the fact that this has always been my dream. And I just kept thinking like, well, you wanted this and you still want it. So kakayanin mo to, you know? And at the end of it, I was like, yeah, nakaya ko nga. It was really because I had to keep reminding myself that, you know, this is your dream and you cannot slow down. You have momentum and you have to keep going even if sabay-sabay lahat.
Thank you for that. So yun nga, no, I think the main challenge of graduate studies is pa-adult ka na eh. pag kasi undergrad, you're just focusing on studying, but when you're taking graduate studies, you're also managing your career, you're also aging, and all that. And very great job, Nadine, for balancing all that, so congratulations. And next question, and of course, every challenge has a highlight. What was one proud moment or milestone that really made you feel, this is why I'm here? This question is for Dave.
Hello. So, thank you for that question. Nung nag-start po ako dito sa AD ASTRA Scholarship, actually, nakita ko po siya sa Facebook. Akala ko talaga siya, workshop siya. Kaya kailangan talaga basahin ng post. So, nakita ko naman na may master's, so akala ko parang future preference. Pero sige, pinush ko na lang. At that time, pandemic, and lagi na po-postpone yung board exam namin. So, naghahanap ako ng mga ginagawa. So sinabay ko yung master's while also pursuing the board exam. Then it come the time, tapos dumating pa talaga yung point na yung isang design review namin, nung seventh birds workshop, bukas board exam. So, maghahanda ka ng MDR while also reviewing for boards. And thank God, napasa ko yung board exam while also preparing for that presentation. So, yun nga, iniisip ko lang talaga na breaking barriers talaga siya. Like, pag minsan, kasi sa aircraft kasi, pag umabot ka na sa transonic regime, umiinit na lahat. So yun siguro yung point ko na yun. Umiinit na lahat sa akin bago mo ma-break yung sound barrier. Makaabot pa naman na yung supersonic speed. So yun. I think that was my proudest moment. Also graduating naman din. Pero yun talaga yung...
Thank you, Dave. So, ayan, next question. For those who experience studying abroad, what was one unexpected thing about life as a Filipino scholar overseas? This question is for Doc Ino. What was one unexpected thing about life as a Filipino scholar overseas?
Siguro yung, kasi in my case, before I pursued my PhD, I already had my master's in Japan before. So, siguro yung culture ng Japan, medyo sanay na ako. Pero siguro yung iba, nung time na nag-PhD ako is that, syempre nagsisimula na kasi ako ng family ko noon, kakasal lang namin. So parang mas naramdaman ko yung ma-homesick. So I think yun yung isa sa parang unexpected experience for me kasi when I did my master's, parang okay lang, binatawa naman ako, so enjoy lang. Pero nung nag-PhD ako, so yun yung isa sa parang unexpected sa akin. But thankfully, natapos ko siya and also I'm very thankful dun sa scholarship program kasi kung wala yun, hindi ko matatapos yung PhD ko. My research, I was able to complete my research. I was able to do my experiments in Japan, in Kyushu Institute of Technology. So na-experience ko yung advanced facilities nila kasi may scholarship program or may scholarship grant na nag-support noong PhD ko. So, yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Doc Ino. And our last question is for Joanna and JBL. And for those who stayed local, as local graduate scholars ng AD ASTRA, what's something you appreciated about doing advanced studies here at home? Bakit dito kayo nag-masters? Sige, sa Joanna na lang.
Okay, something that I appreciate. Siguro, nung time kasi na nag-take ako ng masters ko, syempre, I'm from Batangas, just for information ng audience. And then, syempre, kung full-time ako, kailangan mag-move ako sa UP para maging full-time din ako, full-time sa laboratory. So, minsan, tambay na kami sa Yuli, nung umabot kami minsan ng 11 p.m., kami na yung nagsasara ng ilaw, ganyan. Pero, ang maganda siguro yung local na study, siguro, alam mo yung after a week long ng pagod sa laboratory, sa homework, sa mga courses, pwede kang umuwi dun sa province mo, lalo na kung land travel lang naman. Pwede kang umuwi para mag-recharge. Also, siguro hindi ako nahirapan masyado gawa ng culture. Like, kung gusto kong mag-dance class dyan sa San Juan, sa Green Hills, pwede akong pumunta just to refresh, ganyan. Siguro yun lang din. Like, mas sanay ako dito locally Kaya kinaya naman matapos in 2 years yung master's program. So, and the support, of course, of my colleagues, my friends, na pag alam nilang, pagod ka na, no? Tara, samgyup. Yung mga ganun lang. mga ganong
So, dyan ba
event.
napupunta ang stipend?
That's confidential po. Hindi, syempre, ayun po, parang ano. Pero yun, masaya. Kaya guys, class, shoutout sa students ko dyan. Alam nyo na.
Kaway-kaway po ang students ni Joanna.
Alam nyo na, class. Masaya sa space. So, I encourage everyone.
Paki-invite po silang mag-apply sa AD ASTRA.
Yes, of course. Pero bago mag-AD ASTRA, mag-EC. Joke lang. Ayan. Ayan. So, any field naman actually pwede sa AD ASTRA. Ayan. So, I invite everyone.
JBL?
Hello po. So for me naman po, sobrang close to my heart talaga. Now, we as Filipinos, we want to bring the benefits of space to the everyday Filipino. And masaya sa puso, mataba sa puso, na nakikita natin na yung ibang engineers dito, lalo na from PhilSA, we're no longer just an emerging spacefaring nation, but we can really make the spacecrafts themselves. We can make them here na. And very inspiring to be able to give back then, to share to my future students or my current students and my old students din po. So thank you.
Thank you, JBL. So, takeaways natin dun sa ating last na 2 na AD ASTRA Scholar grads, they are actually teaching now, and what we actually appreciate is you're sharing what you've learned, not just during your program, but your whole experience, your appreciation towards space science sa inyong mga students. So we're counting on you para mag-encourage pa ng ating mga future AD ASTRA scholars in the future na mag-a-apply sa PhilSA. So for this segment, Fast Talk. Ayan. So we'll do this way. Meron kasi ako ditong 16 questions. So what we'll do para maging fast talk siya, once Angie is done, pass it on to Joanna. So one question, then ikot tayo ulit ng pagganon. Dahil ikaw, nandyan ka, yung questions mo na dalawa, magkasunod yon. So babalik tayo ulit ng pagganon. Okay? Ready? Sorry? One word? Hindi. Pwedeng ano, depende. Pero limited to 1 sentence or 1 phrase kapag hindi kaya. Sige. Let's start with, Angie, research or fieldwork? Research or fieldwork?
Both.
Isa lang.
Research.
Research. Joanna, favorite Filipino comfort food during study stress?
Anything with strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yes.
Nadine, dream space mission name.
Name?
Space mission name.
Oh my God. Nadine?
Ano yun?
Nadine?
Okay, space mission name, Nadine. Dave, one Pinoy item you'd bring to space.
Balisong door.
Balisong. Doc Ino, prepare early or procrastinate? Prepare early or procrastinate?
Prepare early.
Doc Mark, narinig niyo po yun.
Hello.
Mars or Moon?
Moon.
Pinaka-weird na pinaggamitan mo ng stipend.
Camera.
Dream role at PhilSA. Dream role. Dream role.
Basta STMSB.
Jai, alien encounter, kakausapin o tatakbuhan?
Kakaibiganin.
Doc Ina, all-nighter or early morning?
Early morning.
Pinakasabaw moment na nagawa mo?
Mag-interview, George. Mag-interview. Sa interview sa BAW.
First thing you did after finishing your degree?
Nag-Japan. Joanna.
Describe your capstone project in one word.
Antenna.
Pinaka nakakaiyak na moment as a scholar.
Isa lang? Ah, ano ba? Homesickness siguro sa akin. Being an international student, homesickness.
Common po talaga yung homesick kapag foreign graduate scholar. So noted po dyan. And siguro, one last question for all of you to answer. One word to describe your AD ASTRA experience.
Out of this world. Ay, sorry, isa lang. Sige. Out slash dash of this world.
Joan.
Stellar.
One word na magdi-describe sa experience mo.
Inspiring.
Matibay.
Life-changing.
Flight.
Breathtaking.
This is the last siguro advice or reflections for our audience who are also aspiring scholars ng AD ASTRA and would like to pursue fields in space science and technology applications. One sentence, if a future scholar is sitting here in the audience or are listening in this or from the exhibit or watching us online, wondering if they're good enough to pursue their dreams, one phrase, what would you say to them?
Do it scared.
Keep reaching for higher orbits.
If it's your dream, it's worth pursuing.
Ibigay mo lang 100% lakas.
Siguro, don't be afraid to pursue things, to take risks. So,
Pay it forward.
Shoot your shot.
What an incredible conversation. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you again to our AD ASTRA scholars for sharing not just your insights and experiences, but your humor, your struggles, and your heart. You've inspired not just your fellow crewmates here, but the future of space science in the Philippines. And just before we wrap up this segment, we have one more surprise. So as a token of our appreciation and in recognition of all your hard work, dedication, and stellar contributions, we'd like to present you with our official AD ASTRA recognition kits. Ayan, unboxing. So, ano nga ba yung nasa ating kit? We have a jacket, towel, para sa mga hindi naligo dahil nagkakram kayo ng mga capstone project sa thesis. Oh my God! Neck pillow. So, may we also request you to wear your jacket so we can take a photo opportunity. Yay! Congratulations again!
Yeah, I didn't know where to put it.
Kasha ba? Kasha? Patingin nga ng mga patches, ganun natin, ah. Yay! So let's take a photo up, them wearing these jackets. So please step in front po. Say space. Congratulations again to our AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. Bigyan ng jacket at binigyan na nga natin ng jacket. Yes po. Thank you. And to officially wrap up this kwentuhan, we hope that each of you in the audience, whether you're a fellow enthusiast, a future scholar, or simply curious, got a glimpse of the heart, grit, and brilliance that powers our country's space dreams. And now to officially close this milestone event and send us off with words that look to the future, may we invite on stage Dr. Mark Cesar R. Talampas, PhilSA Director of the Space Technology Missions and Systems Bureau, to deliver the closing remarks. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Kunin ko na lang. Magandang umaga po uli sa lahat. Habang nakikinig dun sa mga stories nyo, naalala ko rin yung aking graduate student life. Yung pinag-usapan kanina about hardships, about homesickness, about pinili mo yan, kaya kailangan ituloy-tuloy mo lang. So, Nadine, nag-resonate sa akin yung mantra mo na yon, no? Kasi nga, ang daming pinagsasabay-sabay, homesick ka pa. So, mahirap talaga siya, and I'm very glad na napagdaanan niyo siya. Kasi I'm sure it was a very life-changing experience for you, as one of you put it. So, as a member of the AD ASTRA Scholarship Committee, it is with immense pride and deep joy that I stand before you today. I remember poring over your applications, documents filled with impressive credentials, personal stories, and bold visions for the future. Naalala ko rin nga yung mga interviews natin, no? And I'm glad naalala rin ni Nadine yung mga questions sa kanila, no? So, yung interview process itself is very, I would say, stringent. And dumaan talaga kayo sa, sa butas ng karayom. And to come out of it, not just from the interview, but also from yung experience nga, is a testament to your perseverance. So even then, nung pinaprocess natin yung applications ng scholars, we knew that AD ASTRA would be more than a scholarship. It would be an investment in people who dare to dream big for our country. And now, here you are, no longer just scholars, but graduates, experts, maybe even colleagues. The future of our space program. So this moment is a profound validation of our belief in your potential and a testament to your hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Again, congratulations to each one of you. So we've heard your stories, and it moved us, narratives of sacrifice, determination, and even a few misadventures. So these are not just anecdotes, they're evidence of the human spirit behind scientific progress. They remind us of the importance of empathy in building systems and programs that truly serve. And after all, this scholarship, like PhilSA, is powered by public trust and public resources. So, pera ng taong bayan ang ginamit para ipagpaaral sa inyo. Your stories help us ensure that we stay grounded, relevant, and accountable to the Filipino people. So, the AD ASTRA program, it was born out of a clear mission to accelerate the development of a homegrown space talent pool, scientists, engineers, communicators, innovators, and this talent pool will help bridge the Philippines to the frontiers of knowledge and technology. So today, that mission still continues to take shape. And as scholar graduates, you're no longer only recipients of support, you're now part of the engine, part of the ecosystem that will uplift and empower the nation. You're a living proof that our investment in you was one of the most strategic and impactful choices we have made. So I hope you carry forward the same passion, curiosity, and commitment that brought you to this point. So yung hirap na pinagdaanan nyo, practice pa lang yon. Okay? Let those values guide your next steps, whether in research labs, policy halls, startup ventures, or even classrooms, wherever your impact will be most needed. Our country is building a future where science and technology serve the people. Bagong Pilipinas that is smart, inclusive, and resilient. And you, our graduates, are now co-architects of that future. So, to the families, mentors, and partners who have walked with our scholars through this journey, thank you. Your belief in them and in this mission has made all the difference. And once again, to our scholar graduates, congratulations ulit. And PhilSA and the nation is proud of you. I am proud of you. We're excited to work alongside you as we reach ever higher. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Doc Mark. Yamang? Yamang? Before we formally close this event, may we again invite you to our upcoming AD ASTRA info session this August 15. This will be held online, so you can see the registration details. Just visit our page at our Facebook page, the Philippine Space Agency or Space Agency on Facebook. This is for free. It is on August 15, 2 p.m. So see you there. And with that, we officially close today's recognition ceremony for the AD ASTRA Scholar graduates. To our scholars, your stories, achievements, and dreams remind us all why investing in people is the best way to reach the stars. We can't wait to see where your next steps lead, and we're proud to be part of your journey. To our guests and partners, thank you for being with us today. Your presence and continued support fuel the future of the Philippine Space Program. This may be the end of the program, but it's just the beginning of bigger missions, greater collaborations, and brighter possibilities ahead. Once again, congratulations to our scholar graduates. Stay bold, stay curious, and always aim for the stars. Thank you, everyone. This is Clarice, your mission guide and crewmate. Have a stellar afternoon.